Welcome to this explainer. Today we are unpacking exactly what it takes to navigate the highly unique requirements to become a commissioned notary in the state of Alabama. Whether you're up near the Space Center in Huntsville or down on the beautiful Gulf Coast, pay close attention because the rules here have completely changed. Let's kick things off with a massive number: $50,000. That is Alabama's newly required notary surety bond amount. It is now officially the highest in the entire nation, and it's absolutely mandatory for every single person obtaining a 4-year commission in the Yellowhammer state. We have a lot of ground to cover, so let's quickly check out our roadmap. We'll be looking at the recent legislative changes, the local county system, the 5 exact application steps, Alabama's specific remote notarization rules, and daily compliance. First up is Section 1, Act 2023-548 Changes, Exploring the New Notary Landscape. Now, what's really fascinating about this recent legislation is how drastically it shifted the entire landscape. It literally doubled the required bond from $25,000 to $50,000. It bumped the commission fee to $25, brought in a brand new $10 application fee, and doubled the max fee you can charge your clients. Oh, and it introduced mandatory training where there used to be none. So yeah, this wasn't just a minor tweak, it was a complete overhaul. Moving right along to Section 2, the county system. We are keeping it local in Alabama. This right here is the biggest pitfall for new applicants. You see, in most states, you apply centrally to a Secretary of State in the capital, but Alabama keeps it strictly local. You have to apply directly to the judge of probate right inside your specific county of residence. So your local geography matters immensely. You have to apply in your county of residence, and only your county of residence. Walking into the wrong county courthouse will get your application flat out denied. And because it's entirely localized, processing times and daily procedures are going to look very different depending on exactly where you live. Because of that local control, your total out-of-pocket costs will vary based on your local county's recording fees. Up north in Madison County, you're looking at about $75 altogether. Head down to Montgomery, and it's around $59. Autauga is $58, and Blount County sits at about $55. Next up is Section 3, 5 commission steps, covering your eligibility and application. Before you even start the paperwork, you've got to meet some strict baseline criteria. You need to be at least 18 years old, an Alabama resident, and able to read and write. But you also need to pass some serious background checks. That means no felony convictions, no crimes of moral turpitude, no active bankruptcy proceedings, and you cannot be adjudicated incapacitated. This just ensures that only legally qualified residents hold this public office. If you check all those boxes, here is your straightforward 5-step path to securing that 4-year commission. First, apply at your county probate office. Second, complete the mandatory training. Third, purchase your $50,000 bond. Fourth, take your oath before the judge. And fifth, pay all those varied local fees we just talked about. Let's look closely at steps 2 and 3 to make sure you get them exactly right. For Step 2, the mandatory training provided by the Alabama Probate Judges Association is totally free online at alppja.org. But heads up, the clock is ticking. You only have 30 days from the moment you submit your application to finish that course. Also, quick insider tip, if you happen to be a licensed attorney, you are officially exempt from this training requirement. Now for Step 3. Please don't let that massive $50,000 bond amount scare you away. That is simply the financial protection provided to the public, not the price you pay out of pocket. In reality, your actual premium is only between $35 and $100 for the entire 4-year term, and you can usually get approved instantly. Let's jump into Section 4, Alabama RON Rules, looking at remote online notarization specifics. This is a massive distinction for Alabama notaries. Even though you are conducting business remotely on a video call, the state strictly enforces the wet ink rule. They absolutely forbid digital or e-signatures. This means your client has to physically sign a real original piece of paper with an actual pen right there on camera during the remote video session. Beyond that wet ink rule, verifying identity is incredibly strict. You have to rely on personal knowledge or require 2 valid government IDs shown on video, paired with knowledge-based authentication. You also have to securely retain your audio and video recordings for a full 7 years. And remember, absolutely never notarize voting-related documents remotely. No exceptions. Finally, we have Section 5, Daily Compliance, focusing on fees and enforcement. $10. That is the new maximum fee you are legally allowed to charge per Notarial Act in Alabama. As we saw earlier, that was doubled from $5 by the recent legislation, so just be absolutely sure you aren't overcharging your clients. The stakes are incredibly high if you ignore these rules. Local probate judges have the power to warn you or completely suspend or revoke your commission. Basic violations can land you with a Class C misdemeanor, while serious violations like fraud or falsification can jump straight up to a Class D felony. It is serious business. So, knowing the strict localized county rules, the severe penalties, and the exact steps to apply, are you ready to take on the profound responsibility of public office and protect the citizens of Alabama? If you are ready to get started, get your notary surety bond quote in minutes. Apply online, fast approval, all 50 states, by visiting buysuretybonds.com.